Hey, what's up, guys? So, this is episode 16 of my Brain Dump podcast. And right now, we have a special guest. His name's Zbignev Shabutski. He does music and he's also involved in like a clothing company called One Off Project.
Yeah.
And we've been friends for like a while, like since I lived in Tucson. Um, I guess like because we both moved out here. So I guess first of all, I feel like it'd be appropriate to start off with like, I guess like how you moved out here and stuff.
Yeah, so it was kind of random. Um, I was working a job in Orange County, like doing sales, and then that kind of sucked. So me and my homie actually just went to LA kind of randomly, and we met up with Chris, and just that was like it was like the Habitat, which was like our studio in Tucson. So like they all moved out to LA pretty much the same time we moved out to California into like Orange County. So when we moved to LA, we all kind of linked back up together like again, which was kind of crazy. So
Hmm,
yeah, yeah,
that's cool. And then just a bit
yeah.
about your background. I know like you're like either you're Russian. Are your parents from Russia? Are you from Russia?
Yeah, no, actually, we're all my whole family's from Russia, so we're the only people in our family that are out in the US. I have some other family that's like in Brazil and shit, which is I've never met them, but like that's the only people that are like on this side of the globe. So yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay, that's crazy.
yeah, yeah.
And then so you were like actually like born in Russia or were you born here?
Yeah, I moved here when I was 6, so it was like first grade. So like that was my first memories in the US was like first grade, and like just yeah, it was weird. Like I just remember being yeah, like it was like hearing people talk. I was like, yo, what? Like, why is this language sound so weird? Like, what are you guys saying? Like all the words and like the way it was combined, it was just like so strange. And I was yeah, it was, but yeah, yeah, I picked it up, thank God. So yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. Um, and then I guess like when you first got to the US, like were you interested in growing up like maybe like skateboarding and shit or like what were you like interested
Yeah. God, well, yeah, skateboard. I mean, that was pretty much like the main thing. I remember I wanted to play sports really bad. I remember like I was like I want to play baseball, and then I wanted to play football, and like my parents wouldn't let me. So like they wanted me to play tennis. So like
in?
I did that and I hated it. And then like I remember there was a skate park. It was in, in Tucson, Randolph Park.
I think so, yeah.
It's on like it's like kind
Heard
of
of
it's
it.
like mid city. Yeah, it's on Alvernon and Broadway. But there was like there's that little skate park next to there, and like I'd always like hear like the skateboards and shit, and I'd be like, oh, like I wish I could go do that. And like, yeah, and yeah, eventually that's what I ended up doing. So yeah.
Cool, cool. And then I guess like when did you start getting into like music and like other stuff?
Honestly, like I remember like being really young, like wanting like I remember because I when I first moved here, I like really liked the music that was being played on the radio. And like my parents used to always play like opera and like classical music and like German folk music, and like Russian music was like it was all right. I mean, there was nothing cool, but like I heard like rap music and like Destiny's Child and shit like on the radio, and I was like, yo, this is sick. And like I used to just like hear that shit and be like, yo, like just like I remember like how much I wanted to like if there was a song that came on, I would like run to the radio and like just like listen to that shit. And then like I remember like I wanted to like rap. Like when I was really young, I remember I was like, yo, I'm gonna start like I was 10 years old and I was like, I want to rap. And then like I like started and I was like, okay, like I'm not gonna rap. And then like I just like kind of gave up and was like, fuck it. Um and then I took I took a class. No, it was band in like fifth grade, and it was because it was like an empty, like we had to fill out a space in our schedule so like we can go do band and like not have to do like the science class or some shit like that. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna go do that because that's cool. And then like I missed like a whole week. And so like when I came back
Oh,
and I just like yeah, I had no idea what was going on. And I was just like playing random notes and then like,
man.
yo, it was so terrible. And then like I ended up just being like, yo, fuck this. Like I can't even do this. And then like I dropped that. And then but then I remember like hearing, there's this kid in our class it was like a talent show and he played the piano and like and and he played it and I was like, yo, this is crazy. Like I want to learn how to do this. And then like and then um I remember I asked my parents, I was like, yo, like I want a piano really bad. Like can you get us one? And like and then like they got one for my sister's birthday, but then we didn't touch it at all. Like it
Okay.
was like it was like furniture for like the living room. And then
Mm,
um so like music, like I always wanted to do it, but like I felt like I never could do it. And then I heard like in high school and shit, like I heard electronic music and I was like, all right, like I think this is like something that's crazy. Like this is tight. And then like after high school, like I saw Bauer and
oh yeah, like the Harlem Shake guy.
the Harlem Shake, the Harlem Shake guy. And this was like before like the whole like meme thing of it. And like I remember I saw him at the Rialto and then like that was like the moment when I was like, all right, I want to go do this shit. And like I remember like I got Ableton and then like I got like a book for it, like how to like work the shit. And then like
Nice.
yeah, and then I started doing it and then like it was just really difficult. Like and and then that's kind of when the clothes came in. So like I was doing music, but like I it was like such a slow progression that like I started doing clothes instead.
Oh,
And then after that, I was like, yo, like I still want to do this music thing. So like ever since then, like I've been trying to like build up the like my music skills and like now like which is crazy because like all these years later, like now I'm starting to like put shit out, like make shit like and like really try for it. So
okay.
but yeah, like I've always wanted to do it, but like I've never had the confidence to like really do it until now.
Yeah, it's
So
crazy. I feel like a lot of music, at least in the beginning, is like that initial confidence and just being okay with like what you're making. And
yeah,
I feel like after that, it's almost like the ability to like take feedback and like change, but like
right.
keep making stuff and like not be discouraged.
Right. Yeah, like because that was the worst part was like I remember like I'd make shit and I'd be like, God, this sucks. Like I'm like I was like I remember like I got Ableton, like I was making music and I was like, yo, like I'm never like this isn't gonna like I can't do this. Like it was and that was always the thing. It was like I can't get past this point. And then now is like the moment where I was just like, all right, like I can like actually do this. Like I just gotta like really like just keep trying like every single day and like try to grow that capability to like to just water it every day like a plant
Mhm,
and
exactly.
like watch it grow. Yeah. That's kind of how I think of it. It's like now I make music, it's like I don't really think about like is it good or not? Like it's just like, okay, I gotta do it today. And then if like I gotta make a song today, like does it suck? Like if it sucks, fuck it. Like if it's good, like I'll save it and put it out. But like that's the thing. It's like I'm trying to do it like every single day to like grow it and see where it goes. Cause like at this point, that's like the main thing is just like kind of not caring of where or how long it takes. It's just doing it for me. So
Yeah, I feel like the same because like I put out an album like at December last year, and I was like so excited about it, and like it took me like a year and a half to like really make it, but like it was I didn't have a lot of experience. Like I just knew that I wanted to make an album because I was like,
Right.
okay, that's what like musicians do. Like they have an album. So I was like, that's what I need to do. And I did it. And I feel like it wasn't as good as it could have been if I had like really, you know, taken the time on like each and every song, like quality wise. But I
Right.
feel like putting it out just sort of gave me the confidence to like make more stuff and like put more stuff out that's like better because like I feel like I got it. It was like a weight that I like I guess
Right.
got off
Yeah.
my chest.
Yeah, like that's how I feel too. Like I put out that EP and like
Yeah.
I know like it was our like I it was, like I like it and I still listen to it. Like I'll put like the beats on and just like listen to the like just like the vibes of it. But that's like the first step I feel like is like once you drop that first project, it's like you're like, all right, like I can drop a second project and like just keep going from it.
Yeah. And like for me, it's like right now, I feel like I want to focus on quality. Like I want to instead of releasing like a whole album, I'm just trying to release like one song at a time to where so I can make them like really good. That's like what I'm trying to do now. Um
Right.
at least for now, you know.
Right. Do you get like feedback or like do you like where do you send it to?
Yeah, I have a few like I have a production coach who I just sort of like hired that I've been doing like monthly like lessons with. Weekly lessons, like we'll do like an hour a week and I'll like send him my music and we'll like talk about it and he'll like sort of critique it and stuff, which has
Okay.
been helping a lot just to have someone to bounce like your ideas off of.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, that's huge because like I feel like because I'll show I'll show my projects to friends and whatnot and like that's cool, but like a lot of times they're like always they're supportive no matter what. So it's like kind of hard to gauge like where you're at. So it's like, oh, this is tight. Like I like this one. But like I've been like recently I've been sending it to like forums like where people are like feedback forums and like people are like, all right, this needs to change. Like this is good, like this is good, or like this is too repetitive or whatever. Like the mix is all right. But yeah, like that's huge is like to get like that contrasting feedback or like that like constructive criticism from somebody. Yeah.
yeah, I feel like that's good because like I feel like people on the internet that you don't know, that's like the true audience, you know, like people who are
Right.
gonna hear it, like you're not gonna like see them and they're gonna say like like exactly how they feel about it because they don't like know you, like they're not invested in like
Right. They're
you
not trying to, they're
friends.
just, and like they just hear the song like as it is. Like they don't know the background or like who you are, like any of that. It's just like the song itself and that's it, which is good.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you musically trained? I know you play piano, like, and you know chords and all that.
Yeah, so I took some community college classes. I didn't really start doing music until like after high school. I started just like you, I just like listened to a lot of music and like liked it.
Yeah.
And then I had some friends who were like in bands and stuff, and I was like, "Oh, that's so cool! I want to like be in a band." But I like didn't play anything, so I was like, I feel like once I got like out of high school, I like started to experiment. Like I got like Logic Pro and just sort of like struggled with it like on my own
Yep.
for a long
Yep. There's
time.
that, bro. The learning curve on that, just any program is so crazy. Like,
Yeah,
but once you figure it out, I feel like you kind of, it's like pretty basic. It's just like knowing what everything is. It's like that's the
exactly.
worst part.
Yeah, and like getting into like the different like sound stuff, like the EQs and like the like different filters and like
Right.
that stuff and like how to arrange and everything.
Right. Right. Yeah, bro. I remember when I first like started Ableton, I was like, I didn't even know how to like arrange like a track. I was like, I remember like I would like or like how to even record. I was like, yo, like this is so like crazy. Like, how do people even do this? But like, shit, like I mean, it makes sense now. Just it's like the least intuitive program like ever. Like it's so
Oh,
nuts.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it's interesting because like I haven't I didn't use computer. I mean, I use computers to like play video games and shit, but like I was
Right.
never really like a computer. nerd or like a computer person. So like when I
Yeah, me,
started getting into logic, I was like, this is so technical and stuff. Like
I
it
feel
was a
that,
big learning
bruh.
curve. Yeah.
Yo, that shit's yeah, it's so rough. Like not like yeah, I was never also never like a computer person. So I feel you on that.
Yeah, like I was more into acting. Like I had like more of like a I guess like an acting background. So I just sort of viewed music as like a way that I could express myself, I guess. Like just another medium to like express
Right.
like maybe like the clothes or something is like another I guess another medium for you, or do you view it as more of like a business or like both?
I mean, gosh, it's weird because like yeah, like I started doing it as a business and like just to do something and then like not a few years ago or whatever, no, when I moved out here and started working for like one off, like I was just making whatever they were like, all right, I want to make this and like I knew how to sew, so I was just making like pieces. They're like, I want to make like like a U-Haul hoodie, and so we would like cut out a hoodie and then and like sew it together and then like we'd sell it. And then this kid from Tucson, his name is Shorty, and he's like the real like he's like the mastermind behind like all the clothes and like he did like those patchwork shorts that like I have on my Instagram. Like he showed me how to make those. Like he
Mhm.
was like, yeah, you just like this, and this, and like, and then like after that, like it's like now it's kind of another medium that I can express myself with. But um yeah, like clothes for sure feels like it's easier, but at the same time, it's like so like I don't know. It's it's like very like labor intensive. So it's like on a computer, like I can make a song and like not really like strain my body. But like when I make clothes, like it's like I gotta like cut this shit and like like just it's like a lot of like physical work. So it's like
Yeah.
I like making clothes, but it's I feel like making music is like I feel more emotion from music because like I can like go back and listen to it and like feel like what emotions I had when I made it. But with clothes, it's like an easy sell kind of. So it's like somebody could like it and like like you have a piece and it's like it's sell it and it's kind of gone. So it's like it's not like I can hang on to it. But
Yeah.
with music, it's like like I can just have it and then like somebody else can listen to it, but I can listen to it like forever. So like I really like that part more than anything. So
For
yeah,
sure. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. And I also feel like music is such like a mark. It's like almost like a diary, I feel like, because you could, like look back at it like 5 years or like 10 years
yes,
and just be like, this is like where I was.
yes, bro. And that's such a crazy thing. Like, oh my God, like I have songs that like from like when I first moved to LA and like just like listening to those, I'm like, damn, like that was such a moment. Like, God, like I can't believe it. And it's like it resonates so much. And it's like that part of it is so dope about music. Like, I don't know, like it's just crazy. But yeah, I feel that 100%. Like it really is like a diary. I never thought of it that way. Yeah. It's like,
Uh,
yeah, that's so wild. Yeah,
Yeah, and
bro.
I feel like also like this podcast is like that for me because like I do an episode like every week, like interview or like no interview. Um, so I
Right.
feel like it's almost like I'm recording like my life in this podcast.
Right.
I didn't have the attention of that, but like after I like scrolled through it, I was like, wait, this is all like recorded.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Cause my that like my I just recently went to see my parents and my dad had all these like photos from like years that like I just kind of like forgot about. And like that's that same thing. It's like you can go back and you can be like, holy fuck, like this is what, like I used to hate it when my parents would take photos, but like now I'm like, oh, like now I get it. Like this is why. Like because you can look back and just be like, yo, like what the fuck? Like even if it's like, like 5 years ago or like whatever, you could just see like the difference or like how you used to be. And it's just like that's the same shit with like the podcast is like, but like you have a video form, which is even crazier because like it's like
Oh
you,
yeah.
yeah, that's wild. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it feels good to do this though, because I've done like interviews in the past and stuff, like video interviews and stuff, but not too many. But it feels good to just like, because I was just doing this for myself, like just recording it myself. But I was like, wait, I should like occasionally have like guests, and I think it'd just be fun. So
Yeah, like just friends and like, yeah, who do you like? Yeah, like you just have friends. Like that's actually kind of crazy too. It's like you can kind of share that moment, be like, yo, like check this out, like a few years
yeah,
ago. That's
yeah,
dope.
exactly.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, and hopefully it's good. It's like good for me, like it's good for whoever I have on because it gets them like exposure to you. So it's just like good.
Right. Yeah. And like also like when you talk about shit with like about a subject, it's like, I mean, because you can talk, I mean, if you talk with like I don't know, yeah, like you can kind of like when you record something and you talk about it, it's like you're kind of like really trying to like figure like understand what you're saying because it's like you kind of think your thoughts a lot more thoroughly than you would like in a normal conversation. I feel like if you
Yeah,
have like a subject, so it's like a more in-depth conversation that you record and then you can have that for later. Like that's kind of sick.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, and then I guess back to the music that you do. I guess like how has like your own music changed, like from maybe like when you started doing it to now? Like, has it changed a lot in terms of like the genre, or is it like what have you
Yeah,
changed?
I would say so. Like it's weird because like, well, I wanted to like make hit like not hip hop, but like because it was like when I first like heard like this like EDM trap or whatever the fuck, and like
Right?
like it was like Bauer and like Arl Grime and like Diplo and like Dylan Francis and all that, and like or like and Hoochie, like I remember that, and I want to make stuff like that, but like it's kind of like it's grown to like house music and I'm trying to make more like bass music, so like like heavy bass music, which because like that's kind of the thing that I because I went to a show out here and it was like a metal show, like that's what it felt like. It was like,
It's crazy.
yeah, and like I was like, well, if that's because I went to a house show and it was like all right, and like I didn't feel like I wanted to kind of be, like I didn't want to go crazy to that music. Like it was vibey, but like I didn't like wasn't too excited about it. But I went to the other show and I was like, yo, this is crazy. But like that's like the hardest music to make. But like I'm kind of it's like hard to make, but also at the same time it's not. It's like it's like a lot of synth work. So but even that, it's like not super crazy. So it's like I kind of learned how to use the program with house music because it was kind of easier, but and I still feel a lot more from the house music because like
Mm.
it's like more emotional, like more like it like puts me in a better mood. And like the bass music, it's like it's like a release of energy kind of like it's like you kind of just like want to go crazy for a little bit. And yeah, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. It's like to be honest, like I'm like kind of in between. It's like do I want to make something that people can resonate with, or do I want to make something because like I feel like the house music, like people that I send it out to like that more, but then at the same time, it's like I've just been making that longer, so it's like I'm more experienced with that. But I do want to make like the heavy like bass music eventually. But
Okay.
but yeah, I'm kind of in between right now. So yeah. What about you? Are you went from what kind of music did you start making?
It's funny. Like I feel like I wanted to make more rap and like experimental shit. Like I would just make beats a lot
Okay.
and just mess around with the program. But like recently I started doing more vocals and I feel like I'm a mix of like indie, like pop and like rap music. Like I sort of
Right.
flow between like all of those. Um but I feel like I'm more of like an indie pop person now. I don't feel as identified with like rap and hip hop as I used to be. I feel like when I first started making music, I was very into like rap. I would listen to more rap, but I feel like now I listen to more indie,
Right.
and sometimes even like more just different kinds of music, like even like classical music or like experimental music, and just like even like really like popular music because the production is like sometimes really cool. Um, but yeah, I just experiment and like I just want to do what sounds good, like I just
Yeah,
I don't
I
know how
feel
to
that.
like I feel like I just like my own stuff, like
Yeah, do
write
you
lyrics that are, sometimes they make sense, sometimes they just sound good and like I don't know. I just try to like write what I feel.
right, right.
Yeah.
Do you feel like like you kind of figure out what kind of music you make, or do you feel like you have like a goal of what you want to make and you
Yeah.
like strive towards that? Because I feel like a lot of time it's like you kind of discover what kind of music you make rather than like what it's not like necessarily like what you want to make. It's kind of like what comes out,
Yeah.
sort of.
I feel like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I agree, dude. I feel like I don't know exactly. Like, I don't, yeah, I have a goal or I hear a song and I'm like, oh, I want to make music that sounds like that. But at
Yeah.
the end of the day, it's like, I can only make what's like authentic to me. And that might not sound exactly like that one song that I'm trying to copy or something.
Right. That's what I feel too. It's like because like the house music I feel like is more authentic to like my personality and like but I don't know, like it's just kind of hard to sometimes it's hard to tell like on the outside that's what it feels like is like house music is or like yeah, the house music like I've never been to a house show. I have been to a house show, but um like that's not like the stage that I would go to if I were to go to a festival or whatever. But like that's kind of what ended up happening. So, and that's kind of what I felt like was more, yeah, more authentic to like who I am, which is
Okay.
weird because yeah, it's like finding out like what your personality is. It's like, are you this or are you that? Like, and it's like not really because like you think sometimes you think you're like one way, but it's like turns out like you're not. Like growing up, like you kind of find out like your personality, and it's like I feel like that's the same way about music. It's like you kind of figure out what you're meant to make, sort of. So yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And like I noticed like you talk about like live events a lot. Is that something that influences you? Like do you see yourself as more of like a DJ, like doing live stuff? Is that like what you want to do?
Yeah, I think so. Like yeah, like I mean I think I have a better, yeah, for sure. Like I think I have a better vision of like what the live shows would look like rather than doing like streaming, because it's like I mean yeah, I think like that's like the essence of like electronic music is like the energy of like the live show, like just like the stage, like whatever the lights and like the music at the same time. um but like I wouldn't mind just doing like streaming or whatever because like it still kind of translates just the emotion that is put into it when when you make it. So it's like, yeah, I mean, I would say definitely I would want to do live shows. Like I've been DJing for like at the house, nothing like no performances yet, but I definitely want to get into that, see how that feels because like yo, yeah, one time like I mean, yeah, I DJ'd on acid one time and I was like, yo, this is crazy. Like it was so wild like and like I want to see if it would feel the same like feel the same way, I guess, like in front of a live crowd because it's like that fear is there and it's like but like when like everything is going smoother just like it like kind of like amps you up so it's like
For sure.
yeah
And then I guess like to a live show, like you have to like because there's certain moods at like certain times, right? Like it's sort of like it's like you follow like a wave with
right
the night or like with the crowd. So it's like you might have like this mood, then it like switches to like this mood, then there's like another mood or something.
right like you wouldn't play like some crazy shit like if everyone's kind of like just chilling like
Yeah.
yeah I feel that yeah
Because I was at this one party and this DJ, we had like a DJ for the party, and he played like at the beginning. I noticed he was playing like EDM, and then like once it like slowed down and stuff, and people got like more tired and like more situated, he switched to like R&B. And then
yeah
I like talked to him. I was like, "Hey, can we play like this song?" It was like like an EDM song. He's like, "No, like that'll like fuck up the whole mood. Like we have to, you know." He's like,
yeah no yeah that's
"Yeah,
it's crazy yeah because like I want that's another thing it's like about a live show it's like you kind of recognize like what well yeah you recognize what feels or like what songs you should play like and it's crazy because it's like you don't really it's not like you just know like there's not like no like real signal that's like all right well now it's time to play this song it's like you just have to like pay attention to the crowd and like because yeah I've heard sets where it's like just like banger after banger like and then you just see like the crowd is just like all right like like and then like it'll pick back up again but it's just like at like an hour of just like just raging music and you're like well it but like I love the sets that are like have that uh have as like a it has like the peaks and valleys of a set like the highs and like like the relaxed part and like it's not all just like crazy shit all the like all at the same time or like all at once so
yeah," because you're
yeah
gonna tire people out. Like you have to like give them a chance to like rest.
yeah like your ears like and like you could play it because it's like if you play like a really dope song like at a part where everyone's kind of tired like the song is not going to have like as much of an effect like it could be like a great song but like it's just not played at the right time so yeah
Yeah, that's interesting.
yeah are you would you want to ever play a live show have
Yeah,
you
I would love to play a live show. I played a like some open mics just with like my guitar when I was in like SF and stuff.
okay
Like sometimes I would like plug in my laptop and just like sing over like the beat or something. But
have
I'd
you
want to do that. Like I definitely want to have like my music, like my produced music, and then just take out the vocals on the just make it an instrumental and just maybe like sing over it live.
right
And then, that would be cool to like just do a performance like that or something like
right I mean yeah like that's it's like I mean you could produce your own tracks and then sing over it so it's like it's still like live music.
yeah, and then maybe also maybe introduce like an instrument, like maybe a guitar to like mix it up or something. But I'd love to
Right.
do like live shows and stuff because I don't know. I haven't done much of it with my own stuff, so I just want to see like if people would like it because it's like a skill in itself. Like performing is such a skill, I feel like just like interacting with the crowd, it takes like a lot. It's like
Right,
discipline.
right. How did you how did you feel when you first performed? Were you like nervous or were you like just like fuck it? Like
I was really nervous. Like there were times when I was so nervous, I would like sweat a lot and like I would not do that well. Sometimes I would do pretty well. Sometimes like I would mess up. But at the end of the day, like I feel like it was all good because it helped me see like how to improve. And like,
right,
I feel like what any performer wants to do is just like make the crowd happy and like make them like enjoy themselves. And like that's just like my hope is like hopefully, when I perform, like people will, like it and like get something out of it. That's like really all I want.
yeah, I feel that like you just want to make it's like you want to give that emotion like that you got from the song to somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, yeah, it's like yeah, it's that's the thing. It's like performing live, it's like so scary. And like I feel like like that's kind of the reason I want to the reason like I want to do live performances is because like I remember like skating and like how scary that was like like because if you like jumping down like a 10 stair whatever like doing a kick flip or like and like if you fall like you're gonna get hurt like if you land it like it's like the best feeling ever and it's like that's kind of like the same thing it's like the fear of it is like what it's
Yeah.
like you want to feel that like rush of fear and it's like it's kind of like the same thing with like a performance pretty much that's what I always like kind of associated with
Yeah, I
but
feel like that's true. Like it just makes you feel like alive. Like everyone has that, I feel like most people have that like thing that they want to do that like makes them feel alive, whether it's like skydiving or like I don't know, just something like that. And I feel like for us it's like music, like performing because it's like it just like push it. And for me, like when I was doing acting, I'd feel the same way. Like when I had to go up on stage, I would be like so nervous, but like afterwards I just like feel like so good. It's like, oh, I nailed it. Or like even if I didn't, even if I messed up, it's like it's like, yeah, you get hurt, like not physically, but like you get emotional. Like there's a risk of
yeah
you like being emotionally hurt. Like if you fuck up, it's like everyone saw that and like you can't get it back.
yeah
So like, yeah, I think it's just like growth. And I feel like that helped me with music, like because I studied like theater in college and like acting and stuff. So I feel like that helped me like be okay with like just being weird in general, like just being a weird person and just like being like that's who I am
right
and I feel like that helped me with like my music.
right yeah it kind of like allows you to like yeah like and it's also kind of like it shows you like that shit really isn't that serious like because like if you fuck up on stage it's like it yeah like that's the thing it's like you get hurt but like not really like but
Yeah,
like when you kind of see like oh like I survived that like I can do it again like and it's like kind of gives you some like a feeling of like power like I'm not like like I can like handle like this kind of like shit like being like
yeah,
this fucked up so yeah I want to like experience that but yeah it's weird like I don't know like it's with DJing it's kind of weird because it's like I've never heard of any like open mic DJ sets or whatever or like
I see.
have you heard of anything like that?
I don't know. I haven't been too much into like the DJ scene. I'm sure they have them. Like I'm sure they have them somewhere. Like I don't
Yeah.
know if it's like online right now, but I'm sure like there has to be something in LA that's something like that.
Yeah, I need to check that out. I want to they have like a thing at this flea market next to Melrose and like it's they just like I have a buddy that he sells clothes and then he'll like DJ at the same time like he has a booth and then like you can just go up and like DJ and do a set or whatever and like I want to see what's up with that.
Yeah,
But
that's cool. Because I feel like
yeah,
DJing is so there's so much potential for it in just like everyday life because like you see them at restaurants, you see them at like different events. It's like like DJs are definitely useful in like anything.
yeah, it's like very yeah, like because you can it's not like and it's just it can be any genre like you do like you could play like a wedding, or like you could play like at a bar, or like you can play like at the beach or whatever. It's like it's all the same like instrument, I guess. But like yeah, like there's more, you get like more, there's more of a chance for you to be able to perform with DJing. I definitely feel that.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah. But I don't know. I don't know if I'd ever like, I always think about that. It's like I want to be able to DJ, but I don't think I'd ever want to play like top 40 or like DJ a wedding or whatever, like play hip hop. Like I don't know, like it'd be cool, but like I don't know. It's like I'd rather just like play like a rave or some shit. Like be like start off like like the art car at like some show, like where it's like you're like not really on the stage, you're like just like somewhere like wherever, like
On the side or something.
on the side. Yeah, like I'd rather do that like than play a wedding, because it's like I don't know. It's like a wedding. I feel like a wedding would be more pressure to like play than a rave, because it's like someone's like like special moment. Like you fuck up, like oh shit.
Like you have
But
to play like these certain songs. Like
yeah, like you gotta play like fucking, I don't even know, like fucking what's that song? Shit. Damn it. I don't even remember. I just know.
a slide to the right.
Yeah, shit like that. Just like, yeah, like this is not me. But like I don't know, like maybe it'd be cool, but I want to see what's up with like playing like the music that I really like initially. But yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
Also, like live streaming is tight. I mean, I did that on Instagram, and like that's kind of cool. But it's like it's not like real like audience, but like you kind of feel like it is. Like it's like this how it is now. It's like recording a conversation. Like so it's like you don't want to fuck up, but like because yeah, like I remember I recorded a set. Like it was like my first set, and it was like and like it was so bad. Like the music stopped and shit, or like I like faded the fader all the way down, like and or like the filter, so like you can't hear the song, and then drop the other song, and it's just like it sounds so shitty. But like it still has that feeling of like anybody can just walk into like the live stream and like see you like fuck up or some shit. It's like
Yeah.
it's kind of yeah, it's like weird. It's like the exhibition type shit, but but yeah, 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 yeah. I'm definitely trying to do live performances. I'm glad like COVID's kind of starting to die down, like
For
shit's
sure.
opening up. But yeah, I'm pissed. I didn't go to any shows coming out here. Like I went to two or like three, and but
You're here for like how long again? You're here for like a year, right?
yeah, it was 20, yeah, 2019 is when well, 2018 December is when I first moved, and then 2019 is what like the first full year in LA, and it was like I just didn't do shit, because like I was like, I moved to LA, and I was like, what the fuck am I doing here? Like, god damn it. Like it's like I like kind of gave up the whole dream of living in LA like a long time ago. And I did like because I was doing like that solar, I was like selling solar in Orange County. And like I remember being there like thinking like, yeah, like I would never move to LA, like fuck LA, like
That's
and
crazy.
then it just ended up happening, and it's like now I'm like, well fuck. But I like it now. I really like LA now. Like I don't think I'd ever want to be anywhere else.
Yeah, I feel like it's home right now.
Yeah, yeah. Like I go back to Tucson, and it's like I love Tucson so much now that I've left, and like and I do appreciate it more, but yeah, like it's just not the same. I'm like, yeah, I'd rather just be like in the city, like with the energy. Like, cause yeah, it's a whole different vibe here. It's like you can go do anything like anywhere. Well, almost. Now, like once COVID's done, I feel like you could like go do anything you want. Like go to a show, like go to a flea market, whatever. So yeah.
And like network and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's weird. Yeah. Yeah, like I like fell into like all the clothes shit. Like, but it's weird because it's like I haven't like met anybody like that's in the clothing game, like like that I resonate with to be real. Like I've met people at the flea market, but the people that I've met were like other DJs and shit. So it's like,
They're just doing it as a business, like the clothes and stuff.
yeah, yeah, like I sold like a pair of shorts to this one kid or like the homie, and like we've been friends ever since. But like everyone that's like into clothes, like I feel like I don't know, like I can't really like resonate with them because it's like it's such a, to be honest, it's such a like everyone's like I don't know, it's just like it's such a different vibe. Like it's like very inclusive, and it's kind of, it's just I don't know. It's like I don't want to say like pretentious, but like it's like very like stunting, like I don't know. It's just so weird. Like it's hard for me to like vibe with those people. I feel like I vibe with musicians way more than I do with like fashion people.
Yeah, that's
But
interesting.
yeah, but yeah. But then again, at the same time, of like I haven't really met any other musicians out here except for the homie, but um like anyone that's like really like deep in it, or like that's doing it like a lot. But I'm hoping like this year I can meet some more people that are in music and just vibe with them and see, or like see if I can. But yeah, do you feel like like do you feel like do you feel like a musician, or do you feel like just like you're kind of experimenting
I
with an
feel
art, like do you feel like an artist or like like a musician kind of?
it's crazy. I feel like I always went into it being like I came to LA and I was like, I'm an actor, I'm a musician. Like, oh, it was like those two things. And like maybe like 10% stand-up comedy, like stand-up,
Right.
because I love doing that too. Um, but I feel like I always view like in my ideal scenario, like I would be an actor, like I'd be a full-time actor, and then when I'm not acting I would do music. Like
Okay.
that's what I would want to do if it was like I could live, any way that I wanted to.
Interesting. Okay. So you like, so you so you value acting like more than music.
Yeah, because I feel like the experiences I've had with acting were just the most fulfilling because of just the interaction with like people that I would act with, and like being on film sets and everything. It was just so energizing for me, and like the different types of people were always like super interesting and stuff. So I would like always vibed with like, I guess, just like the film community and like the acting community and stuff like that, just because it was a chance for me to like meet new people. And then they were like on the same journey, because like a lot of actors are like, yeah, I just like, they always have like an interesting story. They're just like, yeah, I just went for it, like I just, I ended up in it's always interesting to hear like their trajectory, like their path, and like it just,
Right.
you're brought together like working on this one project, and it's very like intimate. Like acting is such an intimate thing, because like you really like have to trust like the people that you're with and stuff. Whereas I feel like music for me, it's like more safe, like it's more like solitary, like I'd be at my desk at home and like not interact with anyone. I could just work on the music by myself.
Right. Yeah, because acting, it's like you got to practice with like somebody else. And it's like, I mean, you're like, yeah, and you're kind of like holding each other up. Like, because
Yeah,
I mean, I used to do like, I mean, I've done like drama and like in school. And like, I remember that it was that same feeling, like you're like, you're like holding each other, through this thing. It's like, it's like it's like a back and forth kind of thing. And it's like, we both got to get through this thing. So like, let's
exactly.
make it the best that we can. It's like, yeah, it's like really intimate. But yeah, yeah. So like, I mean, so ultimately, do you want to be doing acting? Like, are you pursuing that more than anything?
I want to. I feel like economically right now, like I work a full-time job right now. So I
Right.
don't really have time to do acting, but like hopefully, hopefully I can like rise above that and like have my own schedule and like be able to do acting. Like that's like my ultimate goal.
Okay.
I'll eventually transition to that. But music is a way that's like keeping me sane and just keeping me like really creative right now. Cause like I'll get home and like just work on music, after work. And it's like I just do it like a little bit every day. And it's like I could feel myself like getting better and stuff like that. So, it's definitely something that I'm gonna keep doing like forever. And it's like I don't know what it's gonna like turn into, but I just know that like it's something that I really want to keep doing and it will make
Yeah.
me happy. So
Right. Yeah, it's like another avenue that you could take. Or like it's just another, yeah, it's like another, I mean, yeah, it's another form of expression. I feel like the same way. Well, I kind of feel different about clothes. Like if I could do anything, I would do music and then clothes on the side and like have like a brand. But like it's interesting because like being in clothes is kind of like really like makes you like it like I really understand like branding now and like in like what it is and like how like having a signature like look or whatever it's like the importance of that and like what the mechanism behind a brand is, but like I can't really picture myself being in fashion. And but like I love style. Like I hate like looking like because I always like raggedy or whatever. Like because I used to like be like the worst person dressed and like
like
and
pull up in the Miata, like
like
short.
yeah and like and like and it's like but like that's the thing. It's like I feel like music. It's like the better the brand of the music, it's like the more people can resonate with it because it's like they can attach themselves like to like a look. It's like the same thing. It's like you put on a t-shirt and it's like you put on an identity kind of, and it's like the same with music. It's like you listen to a certain type of music. It's like you have that identity, and
Mm,
like I see that missing a lot in dance music, especially because it's like everyone's just trying to make like either the craziest song or like the craziest sounds or like whatever, but like everyone's branding is like very like kind of the same, and it's like no one's really like I only know like I take a lot of influence from like well I was influenced a lot by like this girl, this girl Rez. I don't know if you ever heard of her.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's she's this Russian chick and like she makes like dark like techno. I don't even know, like not even techno, like she makes, I guess it's like mid tempo, but or like I guess Dead Mouse is a good example. I mean, you know who Dead Mouse
Yeah.
is. Yeah, so like she makes stuff like him, but like more like darker stuff. But like her brand is super like consistent, and it's like the colors, like the sound, like everything is just like so complete. And like I remember when I first saw her in Phoenix, and I was like, yo, like who the fuck is this? And then she like blew up and like she was playing like on like the small stage, and then like Borgor like missed his flight, and so she had like fill in for him, and like nobody knew who she was, and then like eventually now she's like the biggest star like of dance music. But like
That's
I
nuts.
but I think her brand is like really what made her like popular, because like it was so like consistent, and like that's what I really want. And I think that's maybe like why, I mean, that's what like I'm learning with clothes is like how to make like a brand of something, like how to make a certain look. And like I kind of want to transfer that into music eventually. But yeah, it's just like like I don't know. Like clothing is like a whole business of like it's like logistics and like just like you have to have stock, and like you have to like ship the shit, and like I'm just like, yeah, this is like a lot. Like I'd rather like make songs alone at the house all day and then like just pull up somewhere and play those, and like sell merch and like have like a cool merch line. But like I don't think I would ever want to like be like like producing clothes. Like it's just, I don't know,
I
it's not
feel
like, yeah, it's not like very appealing to me. It's like math, like, well, like not even, yeah, like it's like not even math. It's like just like a lot of work other than creative work that
yeah,
goes into,
I see what
yeah,
you mean. Yeah.
yeah. So it's like,
Unless you were to like hire people to like do all that stuff or something.
yeah, and it's like, I mean, yeah, that's like a whole nother thing. It's like, yeah, I feel like I would just want to be like more on the creative end and like make songs and shit, and like maybe have the merch line on the side. But yeah, that's like the main thing. But yeah, that's crazy. Um, yeah, because I knew you were an actor like a while back. No, I always saw you like on sets and like on like you would like post stuff, and like you were like in this film or like this short like segment or whatever.
Yeah, like short films and stuff.
Yeah. So like what changed? Was it just like the full-time job that's kind of like stopping? Like,
Yeah, I think it is. I think it is because when I was in San Francisco, I was in college and I had like a lot of time then because I was just working like part time. And then after that, I got like a really flexible job. So I was able to like do a lot of like acting like on the weekends and just like at different times. Because I feel like the number one thing with acting is like your schedule because like the first thing is like you have to be available, you know, if you're not available, like they're just gonna go with someone who is. So it's like you have to be available. So that was like one thing that I don't have right now. So it's very hard to like do acting with my job because I can't just be like, hey, like I got this thing, I have to like go out. Cause like sometimes it's like pretty short notice. Like you'll get cast or you'll get like an audition and it's like really short notice. They'll be like, okay, can you be here like these days? And it will be like 3 days from now. And you're just like, oh shit, like I have to work. So I can't just like not go to work.
right,
You have to be able to like, you know, get work around that. So like a lot of people, like they'll do a lot of actors, I feel like they'll do like, they'll drive like delivery or like Postmates or like do something that is like, you know, they can quit, like they can leave and like, you know, do an acting job and then like work, like they'll schedule their job like around it, which is
right,
like it's hard, you know. I feel like I just didn't feel comfortable doing that now, especially like during COVID. Like I wanted to be safe. I wanted to like save some money and like
right,
just, you know, do work on music until I'm like ready to do that. And, you know, I don't want to put myself in like a situation that, you know, where it doesn't feel like I'm taken care of and like my needs are taken care of. Cause like I feel like that's more important for me to like be comfortable for now. But like
right,
eventually I do want to like make that transition. So
right. No, yeah, for sure. Like yo, I fucked up with that last year. It's so bad. Like I quit my job to work for one off, and like I was not making enough money. So like, but it was, but which is crazy because like I didn't pay rent for like 3 months, and like we had like COVID protection.
I see.
So like they couldn't kick us out. So like we just have like all this like piled up rent that's due. But like we're about to do like rent relief. So it's like the government's about to pay like 80% of whatever's missing from rent to the landlords, and then we got to pay, the tenants got to pay like the rest of the 20 that's missing. So like that is fucking amazing. But yeah, um yeah, fucking, yeah, like that's like that's, I think that's important too. It's like not putting yourself in like such a bad position to like where you have to like not like, you can't bounce back and like
Yeah.
go for like that thing, like, it's like that kind of balance of like you got to be ready to make the transition, like really like, financially, because yeah, like if you're not, then it's like you have all this shit in the back of your mind, like damn, I got bills, I got this, and it's like kind of it's like it kind of, I feel like it fucks up your mentality, because it's like then you're just like trying to like cover bills to like with, and it's like,
You're like stressed.
yeah, scrambling and shit, yeah, fuck that. But yeah, yeah, like hopefully this year, I mean, yeah, this year, like I kind of took a step back from like clothes and shit, and just to like catch up on bills and shit, and but I've been doing music a lot more, so that's kind of nice, and like I feel like I've learned a lot more, but I want to like go back to, I want to go to a lot more shows and like get more inspiration on like what I want to make, and like because like I don't
Or
know, I've never like really been to a lot of shows, like in Tucson even, like I wouldn't really go because like I don't really wasn't in that scene, but like now that I'm here, it's like fuck, like that's like it's kind of all I want to do is like go and like explore that. So I'm pretty excited for this year now that it's coming back, but even at least now it's still kind of not that great. Like I know like AZ is more open than LA or like
yeah.
whatever. So yeah,
Yeah, like I'm just waiting to for stuff to open up just so I can like meet people, dude. Because I feel like I just don't know enough people to like really. Because I feel like people like once you get connected, it's like so much easier to like do things sometimes.
I feel you.
People can
Yeah.
point you in like the right direction and stuff. So I'm like looking forward to that.
Yeah, bro. I feel that too. Like yeah, and like you kind of feel more involved in the scene because it's like when you're not, because yeah, like I've been doing music for so long, but I've like never really been in the scene. So like I still like deep down, I feel like I'm a musician, like, but like on the surface, like I'm a designer because like that's just who I'm around. But like I don't really even know that many people that, you know, that are designers in LA. Like I just kind of, that's just like what my roommates are doing. So I was like, all right, I might as well just do this. So
Yeah,
but I do want to get more involved in that just because like yeah, it's like way, it feels, it's like yeah, like people point you in the right direction, it's like, and you kind of get to see like what, like yeah, like what everything is, because like I don't know, I've never been into like the music scene, which is crazy, but I've always like really wanted to. It's just like I guess I've never felt like a musician until now. Now I'm just like, okay, like that makes sense. Like I've always wanted to be that, but like now, now that like,
you're like actualizing it.
yeah, like it's making more sense now. I'm like, oh, like okay, like this is really what I like to do. Like it's not like the clothes thing. It's like I don't know. It's just something that kind of happened. But yeah,
Yeah, that's how I feel. Like I like sell watches right now. And like I have no intention to do that, but it's like something that's happening. And like, like sometimes I enjoy it. Like sometimes I'll like make a sale and I'll like feel really good and it feels like really good and stuff. Cause like I feel like most of my jobs have been like clothing too. Like I worked at like the Real Real. I've worked at like, I've worked, like my first job ever was at like Abercrombie and Fitch, I guess. So
right.
I've like
Yep.
always been working and like with clothes as well, and like but more in like a core, I guess, in like a retail space or whatever. But I guess I thought about designing clothes, but I'm like I don't know really. I didn't know like where to start really, and like my sister does it. Like my sister has like a BA in like fashion, and like she designs clothes on the side. Like she has like a corporate job, but like she like designs her own clothes and stuff. So I don't know. I always thought that clothes were cool because I like clothes personally. Like I've always, paid attention to like what I wore and shit, and like I guess like got complimented on like how I dress and stuff because that's like I don't know. I feel like it matters. Like
Yeah.
it's something that it's like another way to express yourself. It's almost like the first way that like people express themselves. I feel like.
Yeah. Like it's like you see when you meet somebody, it's like that's, it's like the way they dress, kind of like it's like gets an insight on like who they are. It's like it's like they're wearing like they're goth, like you kind of see like what
Inst-
what they're into, or like if they like whatever they wear, like baggy jeans or like Ibisus and like a hoodie, like you kind of like see like they might be into like hip hop or whatever. And it's like, yeah, like it really is. Yeah, it's like, I mean, it's an identity for sure. Yeah. Yeah. I'm like never, well, yeah, I've never been into style. Like, and I've only recently kind of been developing it, but even then, like the only thing I'm really like the core of like my designs with clothes is like it's like it's still like tie dye and shit. Like and it's like it's and it's like it's just it's like kind of like not even, well, like tie dye and like the collage shit. Like I don't like really design anything. It's like I just like find shit that's cool and like put it together, and then like or like find shit and like just make it look cool. Like that's really it. Like there's no like style behind it. Like I just allow, like I make something and then I allow somebody else to like find how they want to wear it. So
yeah, I feel like that's like the music thing that we were talking about too, because it's like we don't know like what music we're gonna make. It's like we just have to like do it.
yeah, just see what it is like. But yeah, I always wondered about that. Like I wonder if like, well, yeah, like because that's how I feel like about, like if like I want to, like I've always wanted to make like the bass music, and like that's what I like felt more. But at the same time, I feel like I have a bigger, well, I don't even know, it's crazy. Like I feel like I, like emotionally I feel the house music that I make, but like sometimes I just like to rage like to like the bass music. But like I don't like to do that all the time. Like that's the thing. It's like I don't put on like dubstep or whatever, or like fucking, the
Like
crazy. Yeah, like on the regular, like, but I'll put on like house music because it's like I can just vibe to it, and like I feel like I have a bigger vision for that. Like I can see where that can go more than the bass music, but I don't know. We'll see. I want to just like wait and like go to shows and just see like what direction I go into. But yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
Yeah, I think we're gonna wrap up soon. I just wanted to know, is there anything else that you wanted to like share?
Let's see. Well, I think I'm gonna have an EP out, another EP out this month. So on SoundCloud uh .com, and it's Zbig Music. So ZBIG dash music. And that should be out probably somewhere in the next 2 weeks. So yeah. But
That's dope.
yeah, try to be doing that. Also one-off project, that's the clothing thing that we're doing. Check that out. Um, we're at Melrose Flea Market and Silver Lake, um, or oneoffproject.com. So yeah,
Nice. Yeah, well that's it. You know, you heard it here first.
hell yeah.
One off
This was
project.
Yeah, this was tight. I really like this. I really feel like, yeah, that was good. I feel like I got my some thoughts organized. So
For sure. Yeah. I always love doing this because I always like learn about people and stuff. And I'm like, it makes me
yeah,
like reflect too. So yeah.
yeah, because it's, yeah, and like you kind of get to see the perspective, and then you can kind of see your own perspective, which is crazy. Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Cause it's like stuff that it's like I've known you, but like obviously I didn't know like I say like most of this stuff I didn't know really.
Right.
It's like
Yeah, like, yeah, same. Like I remember, yeah, we used to go and like party like in Tucson. Like I remember that. Yeah. But yeah, shit. Fuck. Well, I mean, let's do it. Let's do this sometime soon again. Maybe.
sounds good.
Yeah. When maybe when COVID is over and we're back in swing. See
Yeah,
where
that
we're
sounds
at.
good. Like check another one. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be tight. I'd be super down.
For sure. Yeah.
All right, bro.
All right, cool. All right, I'm gonna stop the recording.
For sure, for sure.
Oh wait, let me outro first. Okay, so thank you for watching episode 16. That was a big Niv. I'm definitely gonna do some more interviews, so just keep watching the podcast and listening to the podcast. I really appreciate you guys. So yeah, see you next time.